How often do you find yourself struggling to practice your music lessons? It's a common conundrum that many of us face. We know that to truly master any musical instrument, regular practice is essential. Yet somehow, we seem to lack that spark of motivation that turns practice from a chore into a joy. So what's the secret to finding that drive? Well, it's not so much a secret as it is a skill that can be learned and honed. You see, the key to motivating yourself to practice more often lies in understanding the importance of practice, setting realistic goals, creating a practice schedule that works for you, and finding ways to make your practice sessions more enjoyable. We get it. It can be challenging. There are days when you'd rather do anything else than pick up your instrument. But don't worry, we have some practical tips to help you find that motivation. First, you need to set clear and achievable goals. If you're on a journey, you'd not just wander aimlessly, would you? No, you'd have a destination in mind. The same principle applies to mastering music, or any skill for that matter. Having well-defined goals is like having a map for your musical journey. They guide you, giving you a sense of direction, and help you measure your progress. Now, when we talk about goals, we're not just talking about the big ones, like playing Mozart's Symphony No. 40 flawlessly, although that's an excellent long-term goal. Long-term goals are like your final destination. They're what you ultimately want to achieve. But to get there, you need to take many steps. And these steps are your short-term goals. They could be as simple as mastering a new chord or nailing a tricky bar of a song. Short-term goals are the milestones on your journey to mastering music. They are critical because they provide immediate, tangible targets to aim for. Every time you achieve one, you gain a sense of accomplishment, which fuels your motivation to keep going. However, setting goals is just the beginning. To make them work for you, you need to make them SMART: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, instead of saying, "I want to get better at playing the piano," a SMART goal would be, "I will learn to play Für Elise perfectly within 3 weeks." This goal is not only specific and measurable, but it's also achievable, relevant to your long-term goal, and it has a clear deadline. Finally, write your goals down. This makes them more real and harder to ignore. Keep them somewhere you can see them every day, like on your music stand or the wall above your piano. This way, they'll constantly remind you of what you're striving for. Remember, a goal without a plan is just a wish. So start setting those goals and make your musical dreams a reality. Next, create a consistent practice schedule. So, how does one go about this? Well, it's simpler than you might think. First off, let's talk about the benefits. A practice schedule is not just a piece of paper or a digital calendar with some time slots filled in. It's a powerful tool that helps you regulate your practice and manage your time effectively. Think of it like a roadmap, guiding you through your musical journey, making sure you're always moving forward, never losing your way. Imagine trying to build a house without a plan. No matter how much effort you put in, without a blueprint, you'll likely end up with a pile of bricks rather than a home. Similarly, practicing music without a schedule is like wandering aimlessly. You might still make progress, but it will be slower, and you'll likely miss out on reaching your full potential. But with a well-crafted schedule, you can navigate your practice sessions with purpose and direction. You'll know exactly when to work on your scales, when to focus on that challenging piece, and when to dedicate time for improvisation or songwriting. It offers a clear structure that breaks down your goals into manageable daily tasks. Now, creating a practice schedule isn't a one-time thing. It's a living document that evolves with you as you grow as a musician. As you hit milestones and conquer challenges, you'll adjust your schedule to reflect your new goals and aspirations. It's a continuous process of tweaking and fine-tuning to ensure your practice remains relevant and productive. And remember, a practice schedule isn't meant to be restrictive. It's there to serve you. If you find that a particular time slot isn't working or a task is too overwhelming, don't hesitate to make changes. The goal is to create a schedule that motivates and excites you, one that makes you look forward to your practice sessions. So don't underestimate the power of a consistent practice schedule. It's more than just a time management tool. It's your personal guide to achieving your musical dreams. Consistency is key to mastering your music craft. Do you reward yourself after practice? It's a question that might not often cross our minds, but it's an essential one. This is where the power of positive reinforcement comes into play. It's a psychological concept that suggests we're more likely to repeat a behavior when it's followed by a reward. Imagine practicing a difficult piece on your instrument. You've been at it for hours and finally you nail it. That sense of achievement you feel, That's your brain's natural reward. But what if you could boost this feeling with a little something extra? A small treat, perhaps a favorite snack, or a short break to watch an episode of a beloved TV show. This is positive reinforcement in action. Now you might think, isn't the music itself a reward? Absolutely it is. The joy of creating beautiful sounds, the satisfaction of mastering a tough piece, they're all intrinsic rewards that come with practice. But let's be honest, sometimes we need that extra push. That's where external rewards come into play. We're not suggesting that you need to bribe yourself into practicing. Rather, think of it as a little pat on the back, a way to acknowledge the effort you've put in. It could be as simple as a cup of your favorite tea after a solid practice session, or perhaps a walk in the park after a week of consistent practice. Remember, rewards should be proportional to the effort. You don't want to finish a 5-minute practice session and then binge watch a whole season of your favorite show. That's not the idea. The reward should be something that you look forward to, but it should also be something that motivates you to put in the necessary work. So, next time you sit down to practice, consider rewarding yourself afterwards. It's a simple trick, but it's an effective one. Positive reinforcement can make practice more enjoyable, and it can boost your motivation in the long run. Because let's face it, we could all use a little more motivation sometimes. A little treat can go a long way in keeping you motivated. Ever found inspiration in watching others play? It's a question that might have you nodding in agreement, or perhaps it's a concept you've yet to explore. But let me assure you, there's a wealth of inspiration to be found in the performances of fellow musicians, both aspiring and accomplished. Imagine sitting in a concert hall, the lights dimmed, the air filled with anticipation. As the first notes fill the space, a sense of marvel tends to wash over you. You're not just listening to the music, you're witnessing the result of countless hours of practice, dedication, and passion. It's an experience that can stir something within you, igniting a desire to reach that level of proficiency, to evoke that same feeling in others. But it doesn't have to be a grand concert hall. It could be a friend strumming a guitar at a gathering, a busker performing on a street corner, or even a video of a musician playing a piece you've been struggling with. These moments can serve as a beacon, guiding your practice sessions, pushing you to strive for better. Listening to others play can also aid in your musical development. It exposes you to different styles, techniques, and interpretations. It broadens your musical horizon, encouraging you to step out of your comfort zone and experiment with your own playing. And let's not forget the power of a good old-fashioned jam session. Playing with others can be a source of inspiration in itself. It's a chance to learn from each other, to feed off each other's energy, to challenge and support one another. It's a reminder that music is not just about solitary practice. It's about connection, collaboration, and communication. So next time you're in need of a little motivation, turn to your fellow musicians. Listen to them, watch them, learn from them. Let their dedication and passion fuel your own. Remember, inspiration can come from anywhere, even from the music of others. Consider working with a music tutor. It's like having a personal guide to accompany you on your music journey. Imagine a seasoned musician who's been where you are now, understands your struggles, and is ready to help you navigate through them. A tutor can offer you personalized feedback that's tailored to your specific needs and learning style. They can help you understand where you're excelling and where you need to put in more work. This kind of individualized attention can make all the difference in your progress and growth as a musician. Moreover, a music tutor can keep you accountable. They'll remind you of your goals and push you to stay committed to your practice schedule. It's easy to slack off when you're learning alone, but a tutor won't let you off the hook that easily. A good tutor can help you reach your music goals faster. They're not just teachers, they're partners in your musical journey, committed to helping you become the best musician you can be. To sum it all up, motivation is the key to unlocking your full potential in music. To keep that drive alive, remember our tips. Set clear, achievable goals. They are your roadmap, guiding you towards your ultimate aim. Establish a consistent practice schedule. Consistency is the secret ingredient to mastering any skill, including music. Harness the power of positive reinforcement. Reward yourself when you hit a milestone. It will make your journey enjoyable. Be inspired by others. Listen to their music. Understand their journey. It could spark a fire within you. And lastly, consider working with a music tutor. They can provide personalized guidance, helping you to overcome challenges and boost your confidence. If you're feeling inspired and ready to take the next step, we have an invitation for you. If you're looking for a music tutor, consider signing up for a trial lesson with Dupre Music Studio. We are excited to be part of your music journey.